is on these 5 stories, even the looky-loos in the mall on day 2, there was 5 stories of people watching over the rail down on the Shadowverse stage.
What the heck's going on down there?
It was crazy. It was so cool.
Nice. Looky-loos.
Looky-loos.
But even more crazy than that is the music in that video.
Yeah,
that was
pretty intense.
Even more crazy than that, we've got an interview with Dawnbreakers Momo Jelly. Momo Jelly, what is up? How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks guys for having me. All is good. I'm really excited to be here.
Perfect. Well, the first thing we want to get into is Dawnbreakers. We haven't talked to anybody from Dawnbreakers for about a season now. What is Dawnbreakers up to? Are you guys doing any tournaments, any content creation? What's going on with you guys?
Right now, Dawnbreakers has been just really focused on the tournament scene. This week, we've been doing a ton of scrims, getting all of our kids ready for SVO today and tomorrow. Hopefully, Praetorian has a good showing today. We didn't come up to stream today, but we'll be seeing Trickster in the regional finals. In terms of content creation, we hope to be putting out a tournament pretty soon, maybe in a couple weeks. More news on that later.
Okay, really cool.
Hopefully, we're just really working out the details, yeah.
So the tournament, is it going to be anything like a meme tournament, or is it just going to be straight rotation? Anything you can tell us? Anything you want to release now about that, or
Yeah.
would you rather keep
secrets.
keep it a little secret?
Okay. The name is pending, but our working name is Herald of History. Right now, the idea is we're going to have a limited format where you can only use cards from Standard and Darkness Evolved, and really play it to the veterans. Or if you're new to the game, maybe you'll get a little bit of a history lesson.
I like that a lot.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe we'll see some Enstatued Seraph come all the way back. Well, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see if it's good. Maybe a little bit. But enough about that. Momo Jelly, what about you yourself outside of Dawnbreakers? Are you a content producer? Do you have anything up there? How can people follow you, watch you, and what you do?
They can follow me at @TheMomoJelly on Twitter. I'm also streaming sometimes on the Dawnbreakers Twitch channel. I try to go live every Friday night. I'm also looking to start getting to some more casting. So
Nice.
hopefully you'll see me there.
All right. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So as far as live events are concerned, with Singapore, Montreal, is there anything you want to cover about your players and who was at Singapore? Is there anything you want to highlight about who's going to be going to Montreal as well?
Definitely. Last week at Singapore, we had my good friend Melodog, Random Mystery, and Farrell. They all were there. Melodog made it to stream on day 1, and he had a really good match. Unfortunately, none of them made it to day 2, but we're still really proud of what they did there.
Nice.
In terms of Montreal, I'll be going, as well as Trickster and Nitro, as well as some of our Montreal natives, new player on our team, Juked, and Goulet.
Awesome. So a ton of players out there. I think
people,
Montreal's just going to be as hype as Singapore. I mean, if not more hype, because it'll be the next installment.
Everyone's seen how crazy Singapore was. I think I'm anticipating even more people showing up to Montreal.
I hope so. So what about, I kind of want to delve a little bit into team stuff as well here, Momo Jelly. How do you guys prepare for an event like Montreal? Like, what is your makeup? Like, what are the weeks leading up to Montreal? What are you guys going to be doing?
We're going to be scrimming daily. Like right before SVO, we usually have a meeting on Tuesday to discuss the meta, and we'll play a few scrims then. But when we were getting ready for Singapore, we had all 3 of them. We'd set up times. We'd set up pretty much appointments with each of our players to make sure that they were getting the scrims and practice that they needed. And just really talking about the meta, what we predicted, techs, different options that they had. We were just really delving into the game every single day.
Nice. Now, I want to ask you a little question about the mini expansion.
Yes.
Is there anything in specific, any card that you've noticed that you think is really going to change things, at least for maybe some decks that you like to play or some decks that Dawnbreakers is really, really proud of? Is there anything that you think is going to be extra spicy coming out of the next mini expansion?
I think new Portal Gold is going to be great for puppets. It's going to be completely crazy. But in terms of what I think my team and I are going to like, we like Shadow a lot, even though it hasn't been the meta deck. So we're hoping that new legendary and the gold will really spice it up.
Grimory looks really good.
I'm going to be talking about Grimory a lot, even today. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later. We'll get there. But before we let you go, Momo Jelly, any last shout-outs, anything else you want to let the community know? This is your time. Talk to the people.
I'd like to thank Lawbringer and Care Package, our other 2 leaders. I wouldn't have been in this position or be here today if they didn't see leadership in me. So I'm really glad that they chose me to do this. And to all of our players, Trickster and Praetorian, they always show up. They always work hard. Melodog, Nitro, Blum, all of our Justice Years, really.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, Momo Jelly, for being on. It was a pleasure to have you. Can't wait to see you out in Montreal, hopefully kicking butt. So very soon. Good luck with that.
Pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Great to have you.
So Grimory, let's talk about that card. Let's talk about that.
Right.
Okay, stretch out, because I know you were showing me your shadow list
Yeah.
yesterday, and you made it 5-0 in the